Hey y'all, hope everybody's having a great day so far. I, I spent half my day yesterday looking, talking, and thinking about these impeachment hearings. And I cannot recall a time ever where I was this engulfed in any type of political news. Not even, I'm not going to even lie, not even during election time. I'm not this engrossed in what is happening. And I watched as much of it as I could, so I could, get a better understanding. Because I thought, well, maybe something's missing. Like they released this report, they released this transcript, and I'm reading over this stuff, and like that's never been, child. But this needs to happen. And then I was asking the question because the Republicans were coming back with, well, this is not an impeachable offense. You guys are just doing this for TV. I'm like, really? Because this man has done all this other stuff that you guys have taken up for him. He can say what he wants. He can do what he wants. Everything he does is inappropriate. Nobody wants to call this dude out on the carpet. When somebody does say something about it, then we're labeled as all kinds of derogatory things. So if this is not an impeachable offense, then what is? I was saying that all day long. And I was so glad that by the end, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he said the exact same thing. If you can, and this is like the epitome of quid pro quo. You give me something, and I give you something. So I'm going to withhold funds that we promised to give you because I want you to do something for me. And I'm going to ask you several times. And then I'm going to say to you, you should want to do it. You should want to do this. Like, I shouldn't have to keep pressuring you. This is something you should want to do. So I'm trying to process all this. And then from my understanding, we have additional hearings tomorrow. And as much as I can watch it to see what's going on, I'm going to watch it. And you guys know I'm not into sports. So, you know how people watch sports and they yell at the TV and they talk crazy to the referee through the screen? Yeah, that was me yesterday. That was me yesterday. I'm like, what do you mean? He already told you. Why are you asking him questions he already answered? How is he supposed to know? Like, yeah, that was me yesterday. For a couple of years, I had really stopped watching the news because it was mostly bad news, and it was honestly, it was pretty depressing that to know that we live in a world where people could put babies in microwaves, where people could cut up their girlfriend's body and barbecue it, like to know that children aren't safe in school. It was just very depressing to me. So for my own sanity, there was a period of time where I just stopped watching the news. And now I think what I did, I put myself in this bubble to kind of protect me from everything that was going on. And now the bubble has been burst. And I'm like just now reading about some of the stuff that's been happening. And I cannot believe that you would have a mother who would allow her boyfriend to impregnate her 10-year-old daughter. I can't understand how a father would look at his 12-year-old daughter and all of a sudden deem her a woman and attractive and feel like it's okay to be a disgusting monster to this child. I don't understand how a girl and her boyfriend could beat her 2-year-old daughter. They took turns beating a 2-year-old with a belt, and the child died. Like, I don't understand that world that we live in. So now I'm going through this whole emotional roller coaster because I have children, although they are adults, but now they have children, and I'm telling you guys, I would die for my grandchildren. Like, if one of my, I can't even imagine. I did use corporal punishment with my children. Yes, I did. I whooped their butts. I surely did. They got punished. I snatched stuff away. I repossessed. Give me that phone, every kind of digital. Give it to me. I want it all. Give me the TV. I done turned TVs backwards. I've done all that to get my point across to them. I've gone up to the school and yes, I don't care. Judge me if you want to. I went up to the school and embarrassed them. I did what I felt like I had to do. But something about my grandkids, I'm like, don't touch them. No, she ain't talking back. She's expressing herself. How you gonna know how she feel unless she tell you? But I didn't allow them to talk back to me. But it's something different about your grandkids, and to see, I have twin granddaughters that are 2 years old. I have a granddaughter that is about to be 1 in a couple of weeks. And I cannot imagine somebody hitting them with a belt once, let alone taking turns. Like, you took turns and you feel manly beating up on a 2-year-old, and you're her mother, and you watch this dude. You watched him do it. Not only did you watch him do it, you were a partaker in this type of abuse. And then, so I'm going through, because I'm studying law right now, and I'm having to read all these cases, and that's what's got me looking into all. It's not that I just want to see the dark side of humans, because we can think of some very devious, we can think of some very devious things. It's not that I just want to see this behavior, but because of cases that I'm studying, and we're having to analyze these things, I'm having to